Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Will XRP fall out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap? Couple things. First of all, I don't know. Second of all, I don't care, at least not in the short term. And third of all, almost everyone that says this is going to happen and is making these predictions has not been pro Ripple and not been pro XRP anyway. These are people that want to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, and they don't care if it wrecks people. They just want to put that out there. There's a lot of Bitcoin maxi types that are saying this stuff. You know, there's no shortage of people saying that, especially on Twitter. And here's a headline from Coinpedia: Analyst hints XRP might fall out of the top 10 crypto assets. And you know, fair enough. I understand. Like, XRP has been knocked down a peg, by Tether, which took the number 3 spot because, let's cite this in the intro here, Tether now has a market cap of $24 billion. You know what its market cap was roughly in March of last year? $4 billion. And it's always worth $1. So that means they printed about 20 billion more Tether. So there you go. So that knocked XRP out of that. And then you've got Polkadot. Nothing against Polkadot whatsoever. I don't own it. Maybe I will in the future. I'm not sure, but it's been pumping and I don't chase green candles. I refuse to. There's too many crypto opportunities out there for me to do something so noobish. I'm not going to do that. But if it goes down, I don't know, maybe in the future. Setting that aside, it took XRP out. And it could be the case that Cardano and then Litecoin crank on up. Who knows? Chainlink. And so, you know, it's possible, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. In fact, I'm going to tell you why I don't care, but it is possible that XRP could end up being out of the top 10, and we know why that would be. Because there's uncertainty in the market, because the SEC has brought bogus claims against Ripple. Now, I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. You know, I'm an enthusiast. I think it's really fun to talk about these topics. I wish I had friends and family interested enough and these topics to talk about, in my real life, but I don't. But I got you guys, and you guys are awesome. So I'll talk about it here. And I just run this YouTube channel as a hobby, but I want to clear that's all it is. Also, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate the support. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because if you don't, you are dead to me. All right, now into the content. And by the way, as I record this, XRP is at 27.3 cents, Bitcoin at $35,166, market cap a little under $1 trillion. I do like to use the word trillion. That's just a barrel of fun, an entire barrel full of nothing but fun. And Bitcoin dominance has actually been declining, 65.94%, and that's because altcoins, although we're not in alt season, however you want to define that, they've been ramping up a bit, have they not? As of late, many of them have anyway. And you know what? Let's take a moment to appreciate something that's good. We as XRP holders, should we choose to claim it, or if we already did, your Spark tokens are just a hair under 16 cents. So, there you go, free money. So that's something, right? And so look, here's what I want to say. As far as continuing to hold XRP, I will always acknowledge that because of the charges of the SEC against Ripple, it is riskier to hold XRP. The market's made that clear, but there are also a lot of people that have seen blood in the streets here effectively, figuratively. So many people would say literally because they don't know how to use the word literally, but there's figuratively blood in the streets. And a lot of people saw that, they're smelling, they're like, blood in the streets, and they see that as an opportunity. Riskier opportunity, but many people do see it as an opportunity. I personally believe that there's opportunity here, just more risky. And so a lot of what people are having trouble with is not something I'm personally having trouble with, which is the idea of this lost opportunity cost. Because if you're continuing to hold XRP as other coins are pumping, like so many people, they get oh my God, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, and then the whole chasing shiny green candles. That's not something I'm going to do. From my perspective, though, I last purchased XRP, several months or so ago, and although I'm never going to say how much I hold, I was public about regularly purchasing XRP for almost 3 full years and making a number of larger purchases several months ago to wrap everything up, and I feel like my bags are sufficiently packed. And I just was like, okay, I got to stop or else I have a spending problem with XRP. So I did that. And I was honestly hoping to not have to sell it for over a year, because here in the United States, if you hold it for over a year, and this is not tax advice either, like I don't know exactly how everything works, so talk to a tax professional wherever you happen to live. But my understanding is if you're in the United States and you hold it for at least a year, then you get taxed at the capital gains rate, which I believe maxes out at like 20%, right? And so, if this is going to be worth a fortune, I didn't want it to rally for like over a year anyway. So I was already, in terms of opportunity cost for me, this money wasn't for me ideally going to be allocated in else. I was hoping to not only that, like I was hoping that it wouldn't rally before that for tax purposes, for like my own selfish moon Lambo purposes. I was hoping it would take over a year for it to really get to a point where I wanted to sell, and I thought that was a possibility. I thought there's a pretty good chance based on what a lot of chart analysts are saying anyway. You never know for sure, but so for me, like the bet is still the same, because no matter what happens in the short term with price action, like, I wasn't going to sell it anyway. Like I wasn't planning to. And I don't think that we're going to have clarity inside of that time frame anyway, necessarily, as far as what's happening with the SEC versus Ripple. And in fact, I was watching a live stream this evening. I was on the chain live. Shout out to them. They did a great job. But attorney John Deaton was on there. You may be familiar with him at this point if you're in the XRP community. And he says that, if there's going to be a settlement, he would expect that it would happen within the next 6 months or so. And after that, he's like, it's kind of like, I got the idea, like the odds of it happening precipitously drop if not done by then. And so, whatever happens prior to that, whether XRP goes up or if it goes way down, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but even if it went to 10 cents or whatever, to me, it doesn't functionally matter, because the bet that I'm making is that justice will prevail. And if justice prevails, I believe that will result in the market feeling more certain. And I personally, and this is not financial advice, but I suspect that a ton of money will flow back into XRP if that happens. So that's my bet, period. So what happens in the interim, price-wise, doesn't matter. It's noise to me. Now, I'll still follow it and cover it on the channel because I'm a holder, and it's neat to be aware of what the hell's happening. So I'm happy to talk about it. I'll still talk about price in videos, but still, effectively, from my perspective, it's just noise. So I haven't reduced my XRP holdings. I don't blame any of you that have, if you either got out completely or you reduced your holdings, whatever you're doing. It's fine. Just do whatever feels right for you, because this is causing legitimate stress for people, and there has been real monetary damages as a result of what's happened. So thanks, SEC, for protecting me and everybody else in the XRP community. I'll tell you what, Jay Clayton, former SEC chair, he is not going to be on my Christmas card this next year. He's definitely not going to be receiving a Moon Lambo Christmas card, right? What an asshat. What an asshat. And by the way, that's not a hat for your ass. It's just it's what Jay Clayton is. That's all that is. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you, like, functional. It's like, people are going to continue to be scared in the short term if price goes down, this or that. It's not going to emotionally affect me. I can understand, like, so people get emotional. Like, it makes a ton of sense. It just means you're a normal human. You're not weird or weak or stupid or anything like that. If you've invested in something and the price goes down, it's normal to feel that way. I'm the weirdo, if anything, for not feeling that way, but it doesn't change my calculus for what I'm doing. My determinations, the reasons that I've decided to continue to hold XRP, they're no different. Even whether the price goes up or down because people are FOMOing or panicking or whatever, it doesn't make a lick of difference to me. It just doesn't matter in the least. So that's kind of where I stand on that. Now, I do want to share with you, again, there are some people that are rather bullish on XRP. And, for me, like, being a contrarian, it can be good. It can be good, taking the minority position, because if you're right, the payoff could be rather notable. Do you want to invest in something that the world has already agreed makes sense? Well, maybe if you want less risk, and maybe if you want to store value, or if you want small gains, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. But if you want to swing for the fences, and I'm not telling you this, but I'm saying just in general, this is what I tell myself, is, if there's something that you strongly believe in, then make a bet. And so that's what I've done for myself in investing in XRP. And there are others that feel that way, but at this point it's perceived, and I believe it is much riskier. I'm still going to stick with it, But there are other people that agree with me, absolutely, and are willing to take that bet. And so I wanted to highlight a few things. This is a tweet that I came across in my Twitter feed from the Money Lisa, who wrote, XRP demand is far from dead. It's the 17th of the month, and this monthly candle is the second highest by volume in XRP history. The month's not even over. And second highest. That was a neat stat, so I thought I'd just highlight that. And don't forget, I don't remember the exact percentage, but it was like 90, 95%, whatever, of XRP trading is outside of the United States. So like when XRP ran up to almost $4, like the United States had almost no impact on that. It was people the world over that pushed the price up to that. And keep in mind also, then this is what's so exciting to me, like people like, oh man, you're never going to have a, $10, $20, $30 XRP, and maybe we will, maybe we won't. But when people cite the reason that we won't as market cap, I'm like, holy hell, you don't know what market cap it is. It's just the current market rate times supply, or the way the people in crypto like to calculate is circulating supply. Okay, whatever. And, if you think about it, we got up to almost $4. And my best estimate is that actually less than 0.002% of humans on the entire planet have ever held XRP at any time. 0.002%. Can you imagine if you got to even just 1% as a large cap crypto, and as more institutional money comes in and you get crypto index funds, and what if XRP is a part of that? Can you imagine? And so it's like people don't get that. And so it's just such early days here. And here, I gotta give a shout out here. This is a tweet I was tagged in from Keemstar. There are two tweets. I was tagged in the second one, so check this out. He wrote that he purchased, if you're looking at your screen, you already know, he purchased 1 million XRP. 1 million XRP. And here's what he wrote. And he tweeted this out. So he wrote, and if you're listening, like, props to you, mad respect, Keem. I know he listens from time to time. And so he wrote the following: I am not a financial advisor. I am a degenerate gambler. May the crypto gods be with me. Let's win/settle this lawsuit and see $2 XRP. And so I think he also, I suspect that he shares my opinion that, if we end up getting clarity to the positive with the SEC versus Ripple, XRP declared not a security, I think there's going to be a tremendous rally. And if that happens, holy hell, the amount of money this guy's going to have. It's going to be ridiculous. So props to you. I hope it goes the way that we both want it to. There's just no way to know. And that's why I always acknowledge, yes, it's more risky now. And then he replied to his own tweet and tagged me and wrote, Moon Lambo, if the ship goes down, I'm going with you. And it was interesting. So and this isn't a reply tweet, and he has 2.8 million followers. And so as a result of him tagging me just in a reply tweet, which gets less exposure on Twitter, actually, like in a matter of hours, something like 250 more people followed me. So shout out to you, Keem. I do appreciate that. And I'm going to give you a little shout out here. I know my channel's nowhere near as big as yours, but take a look at this. So he is a YouTuber. It's not crypto related. He's got a channel called Drama Alert. And he's got 5.8 million subscribers, and he is a riot to watch. You should check this out. He's got 1.4 billion views, 1.4 billion with a B. That's insanely impressive. So shout out to you, Keem, for sure. That's absolutely insane. And congrats on your purchase of 1 million XRP. You are bold, my friend. And take a look at this also, from XRP community member Frecky. And I highlighted this the other day, but it's worth repeating. Not everybody listens to every video that I put out, but you should, and I'm offended that you don't. All right. But not kidding. But he shared this with me the other day. He wrote, when Ken was deemed a security, there's another cryptocurrency, not going to go through the whole story again, but there was regulatory uncertainty. But then in October of this past year, 2020, certainty was granted. Markets like certainty, markets do not like uncertainty. That's what Frecky wrote. And you can see right here where you get this spike that Frecky circled. This is the bottom right here. This is where the certainty was granted. And then the market just spiked by over 1,600% ultimately. That's insane. And so, like, for me, I'm taking a calculated risk in continuing to hold XRP because I do not know what will happen. There is no guarantee that it's going to go the way that I think and hope it will. It may not. But if it does, I believe that the XRP I hold will be worth substantially more than it is today. And so we shall see. Here's a tweet from Anders L. Wrote, I like to keep it simple. In Bitcoin, we have tether printing. In XRP, we have Jed dumping. Consequence XRP/BTC chart. To which Massimo, another member of the XRP community, wrote, yep, and not just Jed. He's still dumping, though, or they put the brakes on him, question mark. Anders L. responded, he stopped when the lawsuit was released, interestingly enough. And so Massimo wrote, that's what I thought. I guess he did not resume. That should tell quite a story, no? Why isn't anyone analyzing that? Let's get some objective people on the case here, and then tagged me along with some others in the community. And so thank you, shout out to you. I do appreciate being tagged here. And I actually had talked about this, which goes back to you clearly are not listening to every video I put out, but you should, and I'm offended that you don't. And so I just want to talk about it again. I do have a little update for you. So the last time that any XRP moved out of Jed McCaleb's account, which is hilariously named Taco Stand, because why the hell not? Everybody loves a damn taco, right? It was on December 23rd. So that was the day after the SEC news dropped. And maybe in hindsight, he wishes he hadn't done that. I'm not sure, because ever since then he stopped. He had another 477 million XRP flow into his account from Ripple on January 1st this year, but nothing else out since then. And if you look at the screen here, like, he was regularly selling, sometimes multiple days in a row. He was just unloading as much as he could per the agreement that he had with Ripple. So yeah, there's no more dumping. But also, I personally never had any major problem with that, because frankly, it's such a small percentage of volume. It was never going to, in any sort of measurable way, impact the price of XRP. Jed was also dumping as XRP ran up to almost $4 a few years back. So like, whoop-de-doo. It's a small percentage. It sounds like big numbers, and they are big numbers. It's like crazy more money than most humans will ever even dream of having. But in terms of, percentage of daily flows, it's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. This is a truly global thing. But anyway, I will go ahead and wrap up there. Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.